now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Dini. We have a very special guest for you guys. You definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, text your buddies, family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before I bring my guest on, I do want to say that everyone wins. You know, in order to give, you must have something to give. There is nothing inherently selfish in taking care of just yourself. Your own success benefits not only you, but those around you in your world. In fact, your own success is a very good measure of how well you are serving others. Selfishness, on the other hand, is the expectation of something for nothing. Selfishness is thinking you can take from others without providing anything of value in return. And the most difficult way to get what you want is to demand it from others. And the easiest and most reliable way to get what you want is by providing other people with what they want. You know, to advance your own self-interest in the most powerful and sustainable way, find a way to truly offer something of value to others. While many people struggle to find ways to take, the consistently successful people are those who are finding ways to provide. So take care of yourself, be the best you can be, and give of yourself in a unique and valuable way to others, and you'll be creating a situation in where everyone wins. My name is Coach Dini, and change is possible. Are you ready? Yes, I am.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, let's go.
Let's go. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL, that's Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Dini. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, spirituality, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. You know, the ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Well, tonight's guest is a storyteller, a survivor, and a sonic force to be reckoned with. He went from running plays on the field to writing pages of purpose and pain. Los Angeles born, Las Vegas raised, and molded by the fire of lost and loyalty. His journey is equal parts grit and greatness. From band lab beginnings to chart emotion-filled bangers, he stands as a voice for the voiceless and a vibe for the visionaries. This is JQ, and with that, let's say welcome, friend, to JQ. Yo, welcome to the show.
Yo.
What's up?
What's going on?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. You got it. How's it going?
Everything good. How's it going over there?
Pretty good, man. No complaints, man. Oh, actually, just a few, but, you know, there's no complaint boxes that anybody answers, so I guess I'm good, man. I'm good. Man, before we get into it all, man, what's been on your heart and mind lately?
Just focusing on what I got going for myself. You know, trying to make sure I get to where I'm trying to get.
What does that look like? Where are you trying to go?
I'm just trying to go. That's the thing. It ain't no limit. You know, I just know that I'm just trying to be great in life. It ain't really no limit to that, though.
Absolutely. Well, let's rewind the time just a bit. Rewind to the moment that you realized music might be more than just a hobby. Like, what was that spark, or how did that? What was that spark that really initiated your love for music and taking it serious?
Well, I'd say taking it serious would probably be around like my senior year. That's when I got motivated by a friend to get on BandLab, because at first I was just, recording songs over, playing it on a speaker and recording on my phone. So once I got in BandLab, I seen what I was capable of doing. I started to realize that, this is just the beginning. Like, I could start taking it serious.
For sure. Even before BandLab, how was you like sharing your music with the world or with your circle?
Well, I send I can say that. Well, at first, before BandLab, I could just say I record on I record on a speaker with my phone, and then I'll just send that whatever recording to my homies or something, let them know. So it wasn't really too many people knowing that I was making music. But way before that, when I was younger, I started like I could say around the 4th grade. My dad, he was on the call right now, just to let you know. But yeah, my dad, he's the one who introduced me into like really getting into music. I had a family member that was doing music before me. He was older, but my dad, he the one who helped me, taught me how to like really write, search things up in a dictionary, use those words. So, around then we was just posting music on SoundCloud. That's all we really had back then. We was just recording on the phone.
Yeah, and you post that on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Was your dad an artist too? Shout out to Dad, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to my dad. He's not really an artist.
Okay, but he understood music and how it should flow, how it should go.
Yeah, that same family member, he ended up giving him tips about certain things. My dad, he was asking, can he join the call?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for surely. Okay, but yeah, my dad, he got knowledge of music for sure. He Tupac era, so I'm here.
All right, cool deal. So, Dad, man, what kind of music did you introduce JQ to in those beginnings?
Well, you know what, man? The classics, the timeless classics, the Tupac Shakurs, the Brat. At that time, T-Pain was one of the hottest ones out there. Can you hear me just fine, by the way?
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, T-Pain was one of the hottest ones, but a lot of Tupac Shakur. I think Tupac. I think his music is very timeless. It's timeless. I think you can play a Tupac song 25 years from now, and at some point it'll be relevant. So that right there is what was one of the first things I introduced him to make sure he had an understanding that, when you speak and you deliver your message, make sure it's coming from the gut, make sure it's coming from the heart, make sure it's passion behind it,
Indeed.
So that's where I got it from.
Indeed. Man, did you have any reserves when you found out JQ was creating music, or was it more like, all right, let's go?
No. So this is what it is. Jay has been very talented, been musically inclined since he's been a little kid. It used to get on my nerves back then. Like, man, why you gotta sing every song that come on the radio? Like be quiet. But I introduced him to SoundCloud back in elementary, and that's when I was taking his dictionary words and making him incorporate it into some of his rhymes. But most importantly, when he was in high school, I was coaching high school football, so I didn't really have time to pay attention to him to music. I just know when he got to Santa Monica College and he got hurt, I couldn't recognize him. To me, as a parent, he was in a depression, like anybody else that has a significant injury. Like, if you don't know, if that's the first time you're dealing with it and it's taking you off the field, because football was a passion. Jay had 5 different scholarship options to play football. So when it took him off the field, I saw, to me, in my eyes, he was depressed. But then when I noticed music is what brought him out of it. And then when music brought him out of it, I doubled down on it. It was like the perfect storm, because I was actually doing some business deals and some business transactions with Moneybagg Yo and his team simultaneously. And then I went on ahead and established like an uncle-nephew relationship with Moneybagg and his team, Young D. the producer that produced Maybach, Future and 42 Doug. Drum God, who just EP Moneybag's last album, Speak. Skywalker, OG, he just produced Moneybag's single that's out now. I think it's called Close the Door. And then I eventually met YTB Fats Camp. And YTB Fat Camp producer Frenchie sent me a beat. So all those great producers got their hands on JQ's first project. Yeah. So it was like, imagine you being an artist for the first time. You go from BandLab with some earplugs to a $2,000 bike. Yeah. You skip the whole phase of dealing with a homeboy that got beats and taking anything that comes your way to Drum God, to Young D, to White, to Frenchie, to OG Skywalker. We even got Moneybagg Yo's artist, Kivo Money, on the album. Like, all this is happening on his very first project that is, ever. Yeah. Like, it's unheard of. So I'm excited about the project, man. And like I said, simultaneously, I guess it was God's plan. Because I met them by accident. And all this is happening at the same time that my son is coming into music. So it's a beautiful marriage, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. It's a tragic story almost, but it had a silver lining in it. With right after the injury, you had a chance to really hone in on your music skills. Jay, man, take us back to that time where you just really had to sit with your thoughts, and most importantly, your thoughts about what are you gonna do in the future.
Well, was that regards to like around the time after I got hurt?
Yep, exactly.
Well, around that time, I still had thoughts about going back to football, of course. So, but like I said, I started doing the band lab there in my senior year. So around that time I got hurt in college, I was still making music. Even playing games, I was making music. So, once I healed up, I went right back to making music. And as I got closer to like healing up and getting back to like working out with the team, I noticed things just wasn't really the same. So my mind was just, obviously I had a love for music. So, but that was just regardless. I was gonna work on that regardless. So I just kept working on music. And then football, just let that just go as it went. Eventually I got pushed away from it, but, everything, like my dad said, everything turned out pretty cool.
Nice. So your debut album, Patience, is full of introspection. Like, how does Patient show up in your life outside the booth?
Well, I've been playing football my whole life, so just like I've been, kind of been making music my whole life, so Patience always been like, part of my life, even regardless of like if I didn't really know it, like how I know it now, like patience always been a key. If I want to get an offer, that comes with patience. Just having patience with everything in life. That's where that really came from.
Indeed. Where did you learn the patience from? Just playing football, or did your dad instill that in you?
Patience. I could just say I kind of like I like the name, and then I've always liked the name Patience, but then the name like also like if you in the album it got a 3 in it, the 3 means something to me. I had lost some of my friends around 2022, so they was involved with the number 3, so replacing that E with the 3 in the middle of the Patience, it just became like something for me to say, like a reminder for myself.
Indeed, man. If You is raw and melodic. What were you processing emotionally during the creation of this track?
I could just say everything. That's how my music is. I just speak whatever it is that that's going on in my life. A lot of betrayal. I can say that. A lot of emotions, high emotions, feeling betrayal.
Yeah. What kind of betrayal?
We could say severed bonds.
Yeah. That stuff that really did get you, right?
Yeah.
And can I add something to that?
Oh, yeah.
The first time I heard Patience, it took my breath away as a parent, because I didn't know that he had all that bottled up in him. At the time that he was making Patience, I was out soliciting features. doing a promo run, getting Interscope Records to listen to, a few songs that we had. And I was still getting beats from the producers and things of that nature and arranging studio time and things of that nature. So when I first heard it, he had sent me the song like a week prior, like probably a month prior. And then when I finally went back and hit it, I was like, yeah, I think we got something with this. It was just breathtaking. I could tell that it was he got it from the gut. Like I was telling him about the whole Tupac situation. Like he brought that from the gut. I had no influence on it. I didn't even know he was referencing me in the song. You know what I'm saying? Until I finally heard it, and it was just like, wow, like yeah, this is most definitely has to be one of the singles off the project.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, we're about to get into the track, the record, If You, and then we'll be right back with more JQ. We'll put him in our traditional hot seat where he can perform for us if he wants to. He can rap, sing, do some spoken word, poetry, tell a story from his life, play an instrument, tell a joke, or give some advice, or do nothing at all. That's cool as well. But for right now, here it is, If You. Stay tuned.
D, you poppin' your shit, nigga. Damn. No love. Damn. No love. Yeah, imagine that someone come tell you it's love, but the ifans and bust insightful. And it hurt when I felt that they locked up smirk, really hurt when they clamp your idol. They wasn't having my back, instead they was leaving when grandpa's signs was vital. It's a 10 out of 10 chance you ask for proof, my grandpa gon' grab the Bible. Yeah, like if you loved me, really would've held me down. Like if you loved, you would've helped me up off the ground. Like if you loved shit, you would've still been around. Like if you loved me, I wouldn't be saying damn. Damn. No love. Damn. No love. And I get mad when you don't get submissive. I get in my bad thinking damn you should've did it. It's a whole lot of crash outs when your niggas trip. Bitches really gon' bail out on you. And these bitches gon' bail out, fuck with you. And these bitches gon' bail. What script was you sticking? These bitches bail out. What script was you sticking? These bitches gon' bail out. What script was you sticking? And it's still rest in peace to my dog, really miss him. Just hop out the car, kinda fucked up my vision. My bro really tripping, he hop out the V with a Glock, shooting shots from afar with precision. And this girl, she don't listen, she just wanna top up her guns. Like damn, can you pay attention? And I knew that them people wasn't for real at all. They tagging me in the mentions. I ain't bragging about fucking bitch. You was raised up good, saying you in the trenches. Getting paid for chores, you wasn't in the trench. But you on the net line in every sentence. And yeah, my dad take care of his kids, making sure his sons move too efficient. With the love, I really miss it. She got subs, she Corey Kenshin. She got a post for everything she feels. She subbing me from a distance, y'all. When I fell down, I had to shake it off. You ain't gon' get shit from me. Don't give a fuck how much it costs. I don't care how much it costs. Fuck how much that shit costs. Yeah, like if you loved me, you really would've held me down. Like if you loved, you would've helped me up off the ground. Like if you loved shit, you would've still been around. Like if you loved me, I wouldn't be saying damn. D, you poppin' your shit, nigga. Damn. No love. Damn. Damn. No love. Yeah.
All right. Welcome back again. That was JQ. All right, dope. If You. It's a dope record. All right, let's go ahead and bring him back. Yo. You're back live with us and in our hot seat. Are you going to perform for us?
Yeah, I can rap some.
All right, ready when you are.
All right, so the cussing, what's that about?
Yeah, you can
cool off that.
You cool with it?
Yeah. All right, like fuck the chemistry until you turn to Hennessy. Like Timmy Turner, I actually become an earner in this industry. I've been in the corner and swear about straight to Hennessy. In and out the liquor store, and I was supposed to show identity. Shout out to D, he come around and change the energy. Shout out to me, I could have spazzed, ain't do anything. Why every time I fall down, they show me nothing? Why every time they fall down, I say you got this? I say you got this. I say you got this. Why it seem like every time I'm in this, they on nonsense. They ain't even DB, no more, they all go offense. They ain't want to listen to me, then I tell them, watch this. Pain finna hit even when this chill in your pockets. No nigga, when I'm on my ex's watches. No more when I got 6 Richard Mille watches. I mean Richard Mille watches. Yeah.
Alright, dope. Man, you built this home studio. How important is that creative freedom? And what does a typical session look like when you're in your zone?
Well, a typical session, I could say, it's just me. I just been here by myself, vibing out. You know, I'll probably play some music. I'll probably play some music that I get inspiration from. So I'll do that for a little bit, chill. I stay with my brothers, so, you know, they'll probably be in here. If anything, they'll probably be pitching me ideas or something. But as far as me just in the zone, it's just that quiet space. Be able to think, vibe out.
What's on your playlist right now?
As far as other artists?
Yeah, for inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Surely Lil Durk. We know album. You know, I'm playing that and learning. I look at music kind of like it's sports. So I know in sports you got to study from, another athlete that you feel that, that you got a similar play style to. So I'll do the same with music. I feel like I got a similar musical style, with the melodic rap, a little Durk. So if I need like inspiration for something, I'll go listen to it.
Indeed. Man, where do you see JQ in the next 5 years, creatively, personally, and spiritually? Like, what's the vision?
Creatively, I just see me farther. Just, expanding my mind with this music, getting better and better. And then, personally, I'll just say, I just want to most definitely always want to have a goal to be a better person. That's just off the bat. You want to be a better person. Always in the future, even the next day. So most definitely see myself as a better person, and just go farther with this music. I most definitely want to be closer to my goal, which obviously, like I said earlier, it's really no limit. But I just want to be greater than what I am right now.
Absolutely. I'm gonna bring Dad back and get a final thought from him as well.
Okay.
So Dad, are you acting as manager?
Yeah, man. Like always, man. Going back to football, I was his coach. I always coached his youth football team, probably except for his last one. So I was his trainer. I was his developer, and everything just rolled right. And I was his recruiter too, as well. So everything just rolled right over to the music industry. It was a natural fit. It don't feel forced. My goal is to make sure he's always in the best situation to win. So whatever I got to do to make that happen. Like I said, I have several, relationships in this industry, and I make sure everything I do is able to bleed over into his life. So that's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? The clothing line that we got working is something that I always wanted to make sure I was able to leave him. So I'm all about teach, train, developing in him, man. So yeah, if I gotta be hands-on to make sure he gets everything going off into the right foot, and then maybe we could pass that baton on to somebody else, and so be it. But yeah, as of right now, I'm his acting manager.
Nice. All right, man. You guys make an incredible team. I think the music is incredible. JQ, where can our listeners find you online and check out more tunes?
Well, we got a song dropping, the If You song, that's going to be dropping on the 18th in a couple of days. So you can go to my Instagram right now, FlimsyJ, FLIMSYJAY, FlimsyJ, and then really just search up JQ. After the 18th, everything dropped. JQ If You, produced by Young D. You'll be able to find it on all platforms.
Indeed, and we'll have those links in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So all you guys have to do is just click those links from the Soul Bearing Reflections and If You to the intentional patience behind his debut. JQ gave us more than just answers. He gave us some heart. We talked early days on Band Lab, turning pain into poetry, and what it really means to stand in your sound. So much respect to the man who's not chasing trends, but building legacy. So keep your eyes on JQ. Be sure to follow him on IG at FlimsyJ, Screen Patience, and If You on all platforms. And if this episode resonated with you, subscribe to Vigilantes Radio, leave a rating, buy me a coffee over at buymeacoffee.com/Vigilante Radio. Share this episode with someone who needs it. And with that, We are out. Peace out, guys. I thank you.
All right, man.
Peace to all. My name is Deanie, and I am the host of Vigilantes Radio Live. I think that we are beyond just asking cool questions and getting cool responses. I think that we are here as creatives to provide an example that you can do things different outside of expectations, because some of us simply were not born into the club, but there is perhaps a door, window, or back gate that we can leave a clue for you to get into. Life is short, but there are plenty of moments to try and get it right. Pursuing your dreams and learning from mistakes may be tough, but regret is tougher. To book your interview, email us at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That's a V as in victorious. Or visit onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm counting on you. Heaven, we all are counting on you to step into your purpose and your passion. You are listening to Vigilantes Radio Live on iHeartRadio, providing you with an opportunity to dive deeper.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com.